Hello everyone and welcome to this video. As you can see, I'm sitting outside with the guinea pigs. They all just joined me and this is what my living room currently looks like. It's a pretty much piggy paradise, but also a mess. But yeah, the free roaming area is back at the moment and I wanted to tell you the reason behind this. So this video is going to be kind of like a raw behind the scenes, or what no one tells you before owning guinea pigs, or the realities of owning guinea pigs. So what you will often see in my videos are these super adorable little fluffy babies running around and just being very cute, just like Lumi right here, and just being very tame and absolutely adorable and cheeky and just really perfect. But you might know that Max, one of our guinea pigs, we had to say goodbye to him very, very suddenly and unexpectedly. Nugget really wants to be on camera. And unexpectedly last month. And then last week we found out that Lulu actually has a bladder infection. And she's being treated for it. So she gets pain meds and an antibiotic. But things are looking pretty good with Lulu because she isn't really in a lot of pain. She's never stopped eating. She's just a very good patient in general. But you may have noticed that Gatsby has a kind of dirty behind. So her fur is kind of yellow. And so the question was whether Gatsby has a bladder infection as well. And the vet wasn't really sure, didn't really think so. With Lulu it was obvious because they did like a testing kit and you couldn't see it in her pee, but then the test came back positive for blood in her pee. So that was pretty much the sign that she has a bladder infection. Gatsby didn't have that, but her wee started smelling really bad, and that paired with like her not so clean behind was kind of indication that she might have something going on there as well. And some of you actually wrote that to me in the comments. So we decided to also treat Gatsby with the same antibiotic that Lulu was getting, just to be safe. They both got a probiotic because antibiotics very often mess with the guinea pig's stomach. So to kind of not have that, you usually give a probiotic. And in Lulu's case, everything worked out perfectly. Lulu's just doing really well with the medication and everything. And with Gatsby, we gave her the medicine once, and then already like a couple of hours later, I noticed that she was just behaving not like Gatsby at all. So we at first just suspected that Gatsby was pretty annoyed with the medication. She was a little bit puffed up. So we just thought maybe she was uncomfortable, but she was still like eating everything that we gave the guinea pigs, and she was still eating hay. And then the next morning, it was Friday morning, when I woke up, Gatsby was just very puffed up, and her belly was just very firm. So we immediately started our bloat emergency plan that we have, which consists of a certain pain medication that helps with cramping, so it's for pain and for cramping, a big dose of simethicone, which is something that you very often find in baby gas relief drops, but we actually stopped giving baby gas relief drops because there's usually a tiny amount of sugar in them, so we found a brand in a store that sells it without any added sugar or anything else. It's just a pure simethicone. And it's also a higher dosage. We gave her that, and then usually we also have like an herbal medicine, which is supposed to just supposed to be like a probiotic, which just helps heal the stomach. So these are all of the things that we immediately took out and fed to Gatsby. Gatsby was really annoyed with us, wasn't happy at all. Gatsby really reacts strongly to being fed with a syringe. We immediately started this program, but we still couldn't prevent Gatsby from like stopping eating at one point, and we just basically went through a whole lot this weekend. I honestly at one point wasn't quite sure how the turnout would be because Gatsby was doing pretty badly. She refused to eat. We had to start supplementing food and syringe feed her, which Gatsby also really, like, there are some guinea pigs who do better with syringe feeding than others. So some, I mean, no one likes to be syringe fed, but some guinea pigs are just doing really okay-ish with it, whereas Gatsby just really, she just doesn't like it. Even if she feels sick, she tries to get away from you when you try to syringe feed her. But the most important thing was to get her to produce some droppings. So we also part of the emergency kit when it comes to bloat, if you suspect that the guinea pig is not like producing any droppings, is to give a dosage of MPC, and that is usually given by the vet in a shot. But we had some at home as medication, so not as a shot. It doesn't work as fast as the shot does, but we started giving that as well, and that usually helps move things along in the guinea pig's stomach. You just have to be very careful. You can only give it for a very limited amount of time because the stomach can become dependent on it. So we basically spent the last 3 days just filling everything in syringes, just feeding Gatsby, just constantly trying to get her to eat something. At one point we managed to feed her some dill, and then it slowly got better when she started eating some dried herbs. And then once we were at the point where she was starting to eat dry herbs, she also started to eat like a little bit of hay. Still not enough so that we could stop syringe feeding. But it was definitely a sign that things were like getting a little bit better. And then I think at one point we went to the supermarket or something, and when we came back, Gatsby was sitting in like this pile of droppings and was just eating hay and then just didn't stop eating hay. That was the point of, okay, things are looking upward now. Obviously the bean situation is looking awesome, and then also she was eating enough so that we could actually stop supplementing her food. So of course we immediately also stopped the antibiotic for the potential bladder infection. Now you see a very happy, very relaxed, and just overall happy guinea pig. But the last 3 or 4 days really have been something. I was really desperate. I was very, very scared that we were going to lose Gatsby. And the reason why this entire free roaming area is outside now is because if a guinea pig is bloated, it's very, very good to get them moving. And I know that Gatsby just enjoys running around here and that she cannot resist checking things out. So this is why the free roaming area is back, and thank goodness things worked out. But that is definitely something that sometimes happens. Guinea pigs get sick, and then your whole life is turned upside down for a couple of days. And yeah, it basically becomes a full-time job to just care for the guinea pig. And that is something that no one ever tells you before you get guinea pigs. And that is also something that I feel like I don't talk about often enough on this channel because it's mainly like happy guinea pig footage and just really adorable guinea pigs, but that is part of being a guinea pig owner as well. And yeah, just wanted to share some behind the scenes what happened this weekend. There's a very relaxed Nugget. So we gave an antibiotic, and 1 out of 2 guinea pigs didn't have a problem at all, and the other one just reacted so badly to it. Ironically, while we were treating Gatsby for her stomach, I feel like her fur on her behind just looks way better. So not really sure what's up with that. And her pee also doesn't smell bad anymore. It just smells like regular guinea pig pee. So yeah. And also, in case you're wondering what the bald spot on Gatsby's back is, that is a healed fungal infection. So after we had to say goodbye to Max, all of the guinea pigs had a fungal infection. The whole thing just stressed them out immensely. And Nugget had a bald spot on her back, and Lulu has bald spots on her sides, and Lumi had a small bald spot on her back. And then Gatsby had this massive spot. Gatsby's is very big. Lumi's healed immediately pretty much. Nuggets took some time. I know some people commented and said, why is Nugget's fur looking so dirty? That is because the fungal medication just makes it look like that. But yeah, so Nugget also totally fine. Lulu's is also growing back, and Gatsby's is also growing back, but Gatsby still looks bad on camera. Like if you come close to her, you see that all of the fur is already a couple of centimeters long, but on camera you don't really see it, and it looks like she's completely bald on her back. There is my happiest little Gatsby. I cannot put into words how relieved I am. I have a very special relationship with Gatsby, right Gatsby? Yeah. There she is. Yeah, so just shedding some light on what being a guinea pig owner also entails. Because basically the last 2 months have been a lot of bad luck for us. After a period of like calmness, as is often the case, everything just seems to be happening at once. So it all started with saying goodbye to Max. Then everyone got stressed and got a fungal infection because they had to sort out their roles in the herd again. Then the bladder infection and the medication caused Gatsby bloat. So yeah, I'm just very hopeful that there's going to be more like a calmer period starting now. I think we've had enough excitement the last couple of months. You're all very happy with your hay area, right? This used to be a really nice looking bale of hay. And it's now this. But Lum is pretty happy being a wild guinea pig. Gatsby's waking up Nugget. While aggressively sorting through the hay. Nugget, you're being so funny. We just started slowly cleaning the living room because just 2 days ago the entire living room was just full of the guinea pig's first aid kit, and all of the medication and antibiotics were just thrown around the room, and all of the syringes were just lying here and everything, so we just started cleaning all of that. There are all of my girls. Okay, everyone gets a snack. Gatsby, proof for the camera how fine you are. Lulu. Nugget. Oh, you already got one. And Lumi. Just licking the last flavor from my hand. Gatsby, you're so funny. So everything is awesome now. And we're back to having a fluffy, cute, adorable guinea pig content with just happy little faces. The next one is licking the last flavor from my hands. Fluffy guinea pig content, happy piggies. And just overall a feel-good atmosphere. But yeah, definitely also had to address the often hidden side of what it actually means to be a guinea pig owner. Lumi, do not bite into my nails. Also, on a more positive note, Lulu is an absolute model patient. She's doing so well. She has no problems with the antibiotics, and also she drinks a lot, which is awesome when you have a bladder infection, and just seems overall really, really happy and just very uncomplicated. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you guys next time. Bye!